All right, we are live. Today I'm reviewing a podcast trailer for not this upcoming, but the following week's podcast about SB1123 and how to implement it. So this is going to be really good. Let's see. Thank you for saying hello. It's a recording, so we can't see you. Hear you.
This is a video. But to put that in context, like 50,000 plus properties that are preliminarily eligible, under 100 that we've completed, and I think across the state, all in. Hey, ho! I want to get out.
1 second, Slay. Just let that in. Right? This will take 2 minutes. Okay, 1 second.
I'll say it.
1 second.
Total is less than 150 or less than 200 total that have been completed. We can't take on your subdivision unless you have an architect and permits and construction ready to go and sign off, because these are concurrent development.
Hello.
You know, and again, to understand the difference, SB9 is a concurrent development law. We can build while we split. SB1123 is a concurrent development law. We have to have you build while you split. And how much you build and what those spaces look like, we'll get into on a project by project basis.
This is the single family zone. You can see like existing flag lot here, right? So it's already a flag lot. And it already has this kind of large existing residence, which is almost like 4,000 square feet. They're not gonna demolish this existing house. So what we need to do is we need to carve it out and take the rest of the property, which is now is considered empty, right? So now it's eligible. We're gonna work through that, like within those boundaries. Important thing to know is that the street is up here, so it's a really long driveway at the very end of the lot where we have our 10 parcels. So this is specifically city of and they require a little of frontage with the street. That's why you can see those little stripes here, like 12 inches wide, kind of connection that goes all the way there and connects to the street. The lot, as you can see it, it's almost like rectangular, but technically it's a flag lot with this little piece going all the way up. So basically the remainder lot is this, we're not touching that. And then this is what we have as a result. And each of those lots, you can see that, you know, the very minimum is like 1243, 1243, right? So it's all, you cannot have it less than 1200 per parcel. But you can see this really weird shape happening, like here again, see that little tail that kind of goes around that other lot and then goes up. And then what's interesting here actually, with the setback requirements, they have a rear and side setbacks at 4 feet, but then between the resulting lots, like whatever this is, like the boundary between the lots, it's 0 feet. So between those lots, we don't have the setbacks. Now, if we look at closely at this portion, like this is the original property line, right? So from this original property line, you have to have that setback of 4 feet, right? But then for this lot, you can see that it has its own little property line here in between. So technically, this is also 0. Like this lot, it has the setback. This lot doesn't have the setback here. So that's interesting. It's just like it allows you to play with the shape of it to be able to provide the most efficient layout.
So about $45 square foot on the soft costs and everything. And what are you seeing in terms of like hard costs to build right now in some of the areas that you're looking at, working with the developers that you're working with? Okay, so what I want to do is I think we need to take out the part where he does the introduction, right? Where it's quickly, we talk about
in excess of 50 or 60 million dollars in new property value across the state. We've identified about 54,000 properties across the state that are eligible specifically for SB9. We'll talk about SB1123 also. But to put that in context, like 50,000 plus properties that are preliminarily eligible, under 100 that we've completed, and I think across the state, all engineering firms combined, total is less than 150 or less than 200 total that have been completed. We can't take on your subdivision unless you have an architect and permits and construction ready to go. And
So I think what needs to happen here is I think for this trailer, one, I'm happy.
Jurisdictions across ministerial subdivisions in the state. We're really the leading edge of ministerial subdivisions in the state. We've completed over 80 SB9s, worked in over 40 jurisdictions across the state. We've completed.
So we only want to take the part where it says we've completed over 80 SB9s. This is starting at 007. I think we need a part, to put in here the ideal lot size for SB 1123. Lot size for 1123. In the trailer. Comes second, I think. We probably want to lead into Lou so we can, with a question. We probably want to lead into Lou with a question so the audience knows why she's sharing the screen versus jumping right into the screen share. Otherwise, people will get lost. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for my edits for this podcast.